Conley with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Steve Kerr had a few moments to share with me. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Thanks for filling us in there, Doris. Thanks, guys.
And that's what typically drives them. So no big surprise there. They'll be expending most of their energy.
I don't care how much you score. At some point, you got to stop some people, too.
Curry against Mayo. Pass to Green. And Wright kicks to Allen. Now here's Conley. Guarded closely. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Barnes against Green. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's all evened up. Curry's got 7 points in the game. And for Memphis, they're shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Mayo with a screen on Curry. And it's Conley penetrating right. And it's denied. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Zeeley's checked in for Andrew Bogut. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson's checked in. Pass to Mayo. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. The shot misses. And Golden State will go the other way with him. On its way from Curry for 2. Tries again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Warriors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down. What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
He dishes it to Green. Ring shot on the way. Offensive rebound. Zeeley gets the bucket. Zeeley's got his first bucket in this one.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And the Grizzlies play so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a with any.
And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Down low. Here's Zeeley, and Wright pulls it down. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley kicks to Mayo. Anderson right side from 10 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
On the wing, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still and Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor. was going to say, Greg, how big must that Curry and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Kerr is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Freak is out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's Carter in at the 3 slot. Spates sets a screen. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Warriors, number 1.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Spates sets a screen. The drive by Thompson. No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Iguodala's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. The trade to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point. But I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Mayo kicks to Stevenson. And there's the feed to Randolph. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick-and-roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. Over in the corner, Livingston. Over to the left wing. From deep, Iguodala. The rebound by Gasol. Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox with extreme. Extremely gifted, a nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mayo. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. Warriors trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Spates takes the 12-footer and hits.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
Last season, he played
Get into them on the perimeter.
first in free throw percentage, third in three-point shooting, and he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, fantastic at the free throw line last year. That's a tremendous asset for any team.
Mayo, the pass to Gasol. And it's sent back by Bogut. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Elbow shot is on the way. Grizzlies with the rebound, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And, guys, a loss like that, that's one when you just got to put it behind you as quickly as possible.
You know, that won't be easy, Greg. It's hard not to dwell on that type of performance.
Curry's got space. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. They set the pick. The dish to Mayo. The 3-ball. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. He feeds it to Livingston. Spates against Carter. Stolen by Stevenson. 4-on-3 as they bring it up. Kicks it to Mayo. 14 feet away. That's short off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Livingston dishes to Curry. Iguodala, he's open. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Picked by Randolph. And Stevenson kicks to Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Warriors trail by 3.
Timeout. Start it.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Warriors girls.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Marc Gasol. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
There's a good screen. Golden State moving it around. Curry, good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
The Warriors leading. Iguodala right side. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his second personal.
And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 700. He's making some changes here. And so it's a...
Yes, Kevin, here with...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Substitutes making a switch here. Mayo's checked in. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Draymond Green is out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Curry in at point guard. That's the Warriors 5. The open shot. Green. Shot is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Conley off the pick from Mayo. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Now we know that Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark, all along, most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
The drive by Iguodala. Puts it up from 12. And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Iguodala. Spates has got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Green with a screen for Curry. Outside, Green. Curry against Conley. Curry dishes to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like you.
Here's Curry. Green kicks to Thompson. That shot wide open. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got it free.
So a close game sees Memphis.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Mike Conley. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments? And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny's